Well, I mean, the pickleball court could be a place to find your soulmate.
Not if there's already a ring on it. Beyonce has told you.
This is Big Dink Energy, the pickleball podcast that's half insight, half nonsense, and all entertainment. If you love pickleball, don't take yourself too seriously and think a little trash talk makes the game better, welcome home. This is the place where life and pickleball intersect. We celebrate the chaos, call out the nonsense, and put the fun back in dysfunction. You're either in or you're out. And if you're still listening, you're in. So let's go. Big Dink Energy starts now. The official podcast of pickleball is here in your ear holes. Welcome. Sit down with us. Hang out. We're in Kitchen Talk right now where we talk about different things from our day or our life, and we're just going to toss it around. Go ahead.
So Kitchen Talk is fueled by the pickleball swag, because if you're going to be in the kitchen, you better show up with a cold drink, a cool towel, and even hotter style for your serve. Use code BigDinkEnergy15 at thatpickleballswag.com and turn your kitchen game into a full-blown vibe.
Heck yeah. And if you can see our horse in the background, he is wearing a sweat towel. Yes. Horseman is here with his sweat towel on.
Speaking of horseman, no.
Thank you.
So I wanted to talk about an open play I was at where it wasn't really pickleball, but more pick-me ball.
Oh.
Was it open play or you just showed up?
No, it's open play.
Oh, okay.
What I kind of want to discuss is the pick-me energy. You guys heard of pick-me energy?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so we were playing, and I was playing with this guy and this other lady. She looked like Selena, like Bitty Bitty Bum Bum Selena.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We are in Texas.
Yes.
Everybody.
Okay. So Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. We'll call her Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. Anyways, so she's playing with this other Hispanic guy. And we're, playing, and it's, mid-game. And she looks at him before he's about to serve, and she holds up her hand and she goes, "Does your wife play?"
Mm.
Oh.
And he kind of looks at her because we're on the other side. And he looks at her and he's like what? And she's like, "Does your wife play?" I mean, there's no wife around. Okay, so she already knows the answer to that. So he was like, "No." She's like, "Because I need a boyfriend that plays pickleball."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking and I'm just like, what is going on?
So,
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's not, there's more. But I was just
we didn't get a description of the guy. What's the
That's
guy?
bold.
just a decent looking Hispanic guy. He was actually really good, very friendly, very nice.
Okay.
But I was just
making sure it wasn't like a ginger and like this lady's off her rocker trying to pick a ginger or something like that.
Gosh.
No,
offense,
but I'm like,
full offense to you gingers.
she's like warming up, like trying to train for attention. Like, what is going on?
Okay.
Like, who does that, right? So then the whole game, she's just like, "We got to win because I need me my margaritas." And I'm like, this is, tone it down. Like, you're at a 10, I need you at a 2.
Is it possible she already started with the margaritas?
Oh, it's very possible.
Yeah.
Because her outfit was just screaming,
I'm here for
I'm here for a
good
date.
time.
I'm here for big dink energy.
Yeah. And so, okay, so then it's at the end, right? And we walk up to tap paddles. We won, but
Oh,
Good job. Good job.
yes.
Humble brag much.
And so we go up and we're all 4 standing there, and she's like, "Yeah, so I just got done with 2 hours of Zumba." And she is just shaking them.
Shaking.
Shaking them, right?
No.
And I was
When
like,
you say M, shaking M.
shaking them, shaking what her mama gave her.
tatas?
Yes.
Yeah, the bazoombas.
And so
Do a
I
little
just
shimmy,
was
shimmy.
like, I was like, well, that's good for you. I didn't know what to say. Like,
That's a
what-
lot of energy.
What was the point of all of that
That's a lot of-
going on?
It's a lot of big tata energy.
Yeah, like all
What
of
is
it,
happening?
it was just so uncalled for.
Now Zumba, that's like sort of like a like a
It's-
step class or
It's
something
like
that.
jazzercise, but
Oh.
a lot of like reggaeton and
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's good, but what was the point of that? Like, why was she having to tell everybody? It's like we don't care.
1, nobody cares. And 2,
Right.
why are you adding the shimmy?
Oh, there was a shimmy.
Now,
Was there like
sure.
a shimmy
Oh.
after every point?
Now is this?
It was a lot of just pick me energy. Like,
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. That
Got
pick
it.
me energy. I'm like, we are not auditioning for The Bachelorette, so calm it
Pickleball
down.
Bachelor. Now, was the shimmy silicone based or was it?
Oh,
What is wrong?
I didn't pay attention. It was 50 plus base.
Okay.
Everybody wanted
Gravity
the
was
pick me
taking
energy to
over.
end.
Yeah.
And so after, she did her whole,
So she's doing her own pickleball speed dating.
yeah, it was after she did her bitty bitty bum bum, the guy literally just walked away.
Yeah.
Like ghost. Boom. Just left.
So he was it was Dink or Destroy, and he just chose to destroy.
Yeah, I was
that
like,
one.
first of all,
I'm out.
you pointed at your hand, so you saw he had a ring on.
Yeah.
Obvious, she wasn't there because this lady has been playing. Like we're all, leaving the courts, coming back on, putting our paddles.
Yeah.
And so everybody kind of, you see the wife isn't there. So what is your rhetorical question for? I don't like it.
Why do you need that kind of energy?
I was like, I did not like it, and I didn't like her. So,
Well, I mean, the pickleball court could be a place to find your soulmate.
not if there's already a ring on it. Beyonce has told you.
Well, no, she said if you want it, put a ring on it. And so somebody wanted it and already put a ring on it.
And so she should have stepped back. You
What?
don't know me like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, look at you with bringing the lyrics. All
I'm
right.
just saying. Bitty bitty dumb.
Bitty bitty dum dum.
Right?
There you go.
So there's a ranking, right? Marines obviously hit the ranking where you're not going to be in a room more than 3 seconds before you know someone that is a Marine. They'll tell you
Valid.
right away. I think they're right below vegans. Vegans are top of the list for that. And then it seems like Zumba's coming in at a close maybe third or fourth because I think pickleball players are on that list as well.
I just wanted to be like 2 hours. Like I could only do 30 minutes of Zumba. That music just gets to me.
You should have asked her where. Like, I think you're lying. Where?
I literally just tapped my paddle and I was like, well, that's great for you. I didn't know if she wanted like a gold star or I don't know what she was
She wanted a
searching.
margarita.
Yeah.
But she said only if she won and she didn't. So
Who beat her?
we did.
Oh,
Me and tall man. I don't know his
Tall
name.
man.
I can't remember. Can't
Slim
remember. He
man.
did tell me though. But also, she was like trying to coach us from the other side.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Which-
good.
oh,
I
that's-
love that.
I don't like if I'm playing with someone, I don't mind if they're like, hey, scoot up or scoot back or I'm gonna boo
Like
here.
being helpful.
Like the guy, tall guy.
Oh, tall.
Tall.
Yeah, I know.
Tall. He was like, so since I'm really tall, I'll get all these ones in the front because I told him that I was not feeling well. I was under the weather. I was really sick. He's like, so you can just stay back. And I was like, great, that's perfect. But so we had already come up with our little plan.
Yeah.
And she was like, one of you needs to do this. One of you needs, I'm like,
Oh, from the court, from the other side of the court.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
at that point,
That's just uncalled for.
yeah, at that point, I was already like, I don't like you, and had made my decision. And then it just continued, just the cross coaching,
She
and then
helped build on her own lore.
yes. And so then, I told tall man, I'm gonna need to get
Tall,
some of
tall.
those because I need to smash them, like because that's how I get my little therapy.
You're trying to go
right?
for a
So I was
nasty
like,
Nelson
yes,
on
I was
bitty
like,
bitty bum bum.
yes, I was like,
I'm
I
sorry,
need
bitty
to get
bitty
in
dum
here.
dum.
I need to smash this ball over there because she's on my last.
And did you?
Yeah. Even ones I didn't even need to. I was like, that was totally going to go out, but it felt good. So anyways,
That wasn't because of her. You just like to smash them.
I do, but it feels even better when the person across from you is just annoying.
Yeah, like here's a smash. Shutty, shut up.
Yes. Shutty, shut up. Exactly. So I just want to tell you that story. And if you're out there, bitty, it's not cool to try to have that pick me energy on a married man.
Yeah, if that's you,
Agreed.
Charo out there.
Oh, yes.
Charo. Yeah, see,
Yes.
I didn't want to say that because it dates me, obviously.
And the big old eyelashes.
The tarantula eyes.
Yes.
Love it.
There was so much going on.
Mm.
And it was hot. Like, why are we, to the nines?
Well,
I'm not
She had to go
complaining
look
about
good
that.
for
Again.
margaritas.
Again, she's speed dating for one, and
Yeah.
nobody else is invited except for her and apparently married men. If you're out there, bitty, hit us up on bdepodcast.com or go over to our Instagram. You can find us there as well. Or if you know someone like that,
That
you
pick
probably
me
have
energy.
a vision of somebody in your life like that. Send us a picture. We'll make fun of them with you. We'll jump in on that for sure.
I should have got a photo.
bdepodcast.com
That'd be
or
awesome.
over on the Instagram or TikToks too. Hit us up.
Pick me energy.
Just the tip.
Quick pickleball wisdom in and out before you know it. This is just the tip. When you see two paddles crossed on a fence at open play, it's not just decoration. That's code for we want to play singles. So if you were about to jump in for doubles, pump the brakes. Those paddles are basically saying, thanks, but this is a one-on-one showdown. Don't be that guy. Respect the cross.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Just the tip.
This episode is brought to you by the Pretty Pickleball Company, where fairy tales meet forehands. Their paddles and gear are made just for us girls, blending style, strength, and a whole lot of sass. Whether you're new to the game or already a beast on the court, unleash your inner pickleball princess with confidence. Shop the collection at theprettypickleballcompany.com and use code BIGDINKENERGY15 for 15% off.
It's time for Pickle Pals.
Oh, yeah, the people and places of pickleball today is unhinged in the best way because we're joined by the one and only Ellie Santra, a.k.a. the woman who somehow made the phrase Big Dink Energy musical. She's a pickleball player and artist, vocal coach, and walking serotonin booster who somehow found a way to bottle up everything we love about this game and this community and turn it into a whole vibe. This is Big Dink Energy with Ellie Santra. Ellie, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Finally, I'm with my people, my Big Dink Energy people.
Absolutely. Yeah, we love the song. Obviously, I keep it on repeat. It goes, when I'm in the gym, it goes on the playlist. So if you're okay with it, and for our listeners, I'm just going to play like maybe 10, 15 seconds of it so they get the whole vibe of it. And then that'll be a way to start the interview.
Yeah.
If you're looking for fun, I know a game made for everyone. Age 60 to 10, people come together with their paddles in hand.
Okay, if you want more of that, go over to Spotify, go over wherever you get music and find Pickleball Song, Big Dink Energy with Ellie, and listen to that. Don't do it right now because we're into the podcast. So you wrote the pickleball song, and we didn't know we needed it, but we definitely needed it. Where did that come from? Obviously, there's some heart in there and some soul in there. Where did that come from for you?
So it actually came, believe it or not, straight from the pickleball court because I'm a singer-songwriter. I mean, I've been singing for my whole life, writing songs probably the past 10 years, all different genres, really. And it can be hard to figure out like what's going to hit, what kind of music should I put out there? And I was actually on the pickleball court just because I love playing pickleball. It's such a social thing. It's great exercise. I have a community in my court that I love. And I was playing with a friend of mine just on the court. And he was like, it'll be awesome. Like, you should actually make a pickleball song because this is the fastest growing sport right now in the US.
Yep.
And like, it could go viral. And like, I was just like, I should do that. And that it was as simple as that. And so I went home and it just like literally flew out of me. And it just felt super easy to write. And this is actually the first song. Usually I write songs like just on my piano and singing. And this is like the first song that I also just produced myself too, which isn't always like the easiest thing.
Right.
Like I never so much thought of myself as a producer, but like, I just feel like when you're supposed to make something or you feel inspired, sometimes it just like comes out. And I was just like, I can do this. And I just like put the drums and just put it all together. And it was just like a really quick thing. And because I'm so passionate about playing pickleball and the community, it just was aligned and just put it out there.
Did you have any idea, like when you started it, you're like, this is gonna take off the way it did?
I mean, honestly, just because it was the fastest growing sport, I was like, I'm hoping I'm going to try to make this take off. I'm going to do everything in my power that I can. So, I actually had, I was trying to be strategic behind the marketing, behind everything. So I did have a guy who I work with in marketing to just try to get some good content around it. I knew I wanted to make a really funny music video as well with a whole story. And then I actually did have a friend that was sponsored by a paddle company. So he was like a professional player and had said like, I'll try to help you get sponsorship. I was just like trying to think of every...
Right. Yeah. You never know when that thing is. It's just going to hit and just take off like fire, So any hilariously awkward moments with the song as far as someone hearing it and being like, oh, that's you or anything like that?
I think some people were surprised, like that. I guess just in general, I love pickleball, but I don't announce to the world that I love it all the time. So like random people that have heard my other music, they're just like, what is this?
Right.
You made a pickleball. Like they were just kind of surprised. Like, what are
Nice.
you doing? So I guess that was just a little surprising to people that have heard like my other stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
So, and that brings up another good question, and we talked about this pre-interview stuff with the therapy side of pickleball, and you kind of alluded to some of the life stuff you had going on through your life, and I think what I've taken away from that is pickleball has been a real therapy for you as well, just like me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, 100%. So funnily enough, it started because I was playing tennis before. I have a line in the
Gross.
song. I have a line in the song that says tennis players throwing rackets away. And what is it? Tennis players throwing rackets away. Oh, moving next door because they want to play pickleball. And
That's right.
that's my story. Because I moved to Florida and I'm like, it's so beautiful out here and I want to be active and got into tennis. And I was playing that for a little bit. And then, but it just like wasn't as social as pickleball. Basically, I was playing. My parents were actually the ones that got super into pickleball. I'll give them credit.
Sure.
They got into pickleball and they were like, you need to play. And I was like, no, like I like tennis. At first, I really, there were a lot of rules in pickleball. And I was
Yeah.
like, this sport is annoying. I don't want to have to think this much. But then once I actually learned, they like forced me to learn because they love it so much.
Yeah.
And then once I learned and got the hang of it, and then I went off on my own and started. So I was living alone at the time and get home from work at night and I'm just like, okay, I don't want to just like sit here, but I also don't really want to like go out to the bars and just drink, you
Right.
know? So just thinking I am a social person, how can I get that socialization? So then I started going to pickleball and it was amazing because you're like getting exercise, you're making new friends. I don't know if there's anything else out there where, you literally are just like putting your paddle in and then you just get to meet all
Yeah.
these new people and you're forced to, with tennis, it's like you have to you can't just show up and like have someone to play with. So
Right.
that was just like a huge game changer for me. And everybody that I meet there are just so friendly and so positive. And it's like, it's a community. And there are
Mhm.
some people that, they love it so much. Like Ron. Shout out to Ron. He's like the king of the court. He knows everyone. He's so encouraging. He's the one that told me to write the pickleball song in the first place. And he is there every single night. And like, so I know that I'm always going to have like a friend there no
Right.
matter when I go. And it's just like, I'm like, there's nothing else like that. So for me,
Yeah.
it is a mental health piece of like just having this community that I can always go to literally whenever and get positive vibes, exercise, also turn off my brain, like focus on one thing.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I'm so passionate about it, really.
Yeah, and I know you're a big creative and always thinking entrepreneur and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: there's a lot of people going to be listening to this, and they're creatives as well. They have an itch inside them that they need to scratch, but they're scared of looking dumb or foolish and not putting themselves out there. What would you say to those people?
Ugh, oh my gosh. I saw a video. It's so funny you mentioned that. I recently saw this video that was this woman, because I'm a millennial, and she was like,
Gross. Also, Gen
no,
X.
she was like, Gen Zers have this cringe mentality. And they're like, oh, that's cringe. And oh,
Yeah.
why would you do that? That's cringe. And I just love this video so much because she's like, millennials, we just like put ourselves out there. There are adults that just like go to Disney World and they're not embarrassed. Like they just
Right.
embrace it. And I'm just like, if you're not, I guess I'm just, once you get over the fear of caring what people think and you just
Yes.
do what you love, it just doesn't matter anymore. And I know that some people, I like embrace it. The music video for this song it's very cheesy humor.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I know it's cheesy. Like I embrace it. I know, some people might be, oh, that's so lame. That's so cheesy, whatever. And I'm just like, you can think that, but as long as I'm having a good time and enjoying it, not everyone is going to like you. So It's really just, I think if you're in your purpose and you're following your passion and you're enjoying it, you're always going to have haters no matter what. So you definitely can't let that stop you.
That's right. Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer, and we're always full send on everything. We don't even care.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Latchkey kids and all that kind of stuff. But I look at it the same way. And what I say, even in my law enforcement job, I'm going to put love out there. Love's going to come in front of everything that I do, and that's going to come back. There will be some people that don't like it and can't take it. But that's more about them than it is me. You know, I'm gonna throw it out into the universe, and it's gonna be love first, and happiness and laughter, and all that.
Yeah. I think I feel like I come from a place of just wanting to put that love out there, something that can inspire others, and also just like honesty and just being true to yourself and what resonates with you. Cause I've also put stuff out there before because I did it just because I thought that like it was going to be popular or like other people are going to like it. And even if it did well, I just, at the end of the day, left feeling unfulfilled. So
Yeah.
like really just knowing that just finding what's aligned with you and not putting something out there or doing something because it's trendy or whatever. Cause at the end of the day, it's you want to just put what is really true and aligned with you. And I think when you do that, it's always going to come back to you tenfold. So
Yeah, I agree, and that's what you kind of did with this song. You kind of stepped out just a little bit. I mean, you play and you know pickleball and all that kind of stuff, but you showed up as your full self, even in the music video. And so I'm sure that just that had to feel so good to be able to do that.
definitely, yeah.
That's awesome. So how can people find you, Ellie? Where can they go to get everything about you, learn more about you, and connect with you?
Couple of different ways. I mean, obviously, everyone, Instagram that's kind of my favorite platform. It's literally just my name at Ellie Santra, ELLIESANTRA. And then, of course, if you do want to watch the music video, it is pretty funny. That's just on YouTube under the title Pickleball song Big Dink Energy. And then, as I mentioned, I do have a networking app, and so you can actually find me there and you can call me there. And if you have any questions about like songwriting or the song or anything like that, it's called the Owl app, OWWLL, and use my code music. You'll get $10. This is an app where it's all audio calls and you pay people for their time, but you'll get money so it won't cost you anything. So
Awesome. You're giving back so much to the community and obviously putting the vibes out there on the court. We're so thankful to have you here on the Big Dink Energy podcast. Anything else before we close?
honestly, if you haven't played pickleball yet, if you haven't tried it, just go out there and try it and let us know what you think.
Yeah. If you have disposable income and you're looking to get rid of it, please try pickleball.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Ellie, for being on today. We love having you, and we're going to keep bumping that vibe, pickleball song in our gym and everywhere we go.
Thank you.
This segment brought to you by the Pickle Hood. Merch so slick, you'll look like you mean to be on the court. And listen, you're listening to our podcast, so it's time to be a semi-pro adjacent to dinking professional. This gear screams, I've got standards, you should too. Thepicklehhood.com. Punch in Big Dink Energy 20, snag 20% off, and quit losing points and style. Go to thepicklehhood.com right now. Use code Big Dink Energy 20 for 20% off. Sisterhood, brotherhood, Picklehood. All right, so I've got something for Dink or Destroy, and that's just our segment where we pick a topic we want to talk about, and we're going to dink it, we're going to send it over the net, or we're going to destroy it, not for us. Thumbs up, thumbs down kind of thing here. We want to hear your take on it as well, so go over to our bdepodcast.com, jump in there. You can leave us a voicemail over there if that's your thing, if you're that old, or you can get on Instagram and leave us a message as well. So here's the Dink or Destroy for me this week.
Okay.
It is... watching movies with subtitles on is the way to go.
I have
shows.
I have two thoughts. So it does come in handy if you want to watch a show at like 3 a.m. on your phone, turned over to the side so you can kind of watch a show. Like I remember when we had like different schedules, and I would always I would watch How to Get Away with Murder. And so I'd just watch it on subtitles so I didn't wake you up.
So you didn't let me know what you were doing.
And I was planning.
Yes.
So I didn't want you to know what was going on.
Yeah.
But so I do see it for that.
We share the same queue, though. So
That's true.
I did know.
And I do see it for like if you're watching a British show or something like that. When we used to watch Elementary, I was like, what did he say? I don't understand it all the time.
Yeah, you're not good with accents of any kind.
Well, and I'm also scrolling on my phone while I'm watching shows, so I don't know. It's either way for me. I don't really have a preference. I don't want to like read it like a book. And it kind of spoils it sometimes, I think. Like if it jumps ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like when it comes up before they actually say it, the punchline or a joke or whatever.
Paddle Princess?
I hate it.
Really?
I absolutely cannot stand it. My son and my husband both do this, and it drives me nuts. Like if I'm watching a show or a movie, I want to be able to like see the actors and see the scenes, but instead I'm drawn to the words and I'm sitting here reading a stinking book instead of watching the movie. I cannot focus on two things at once. I just want to focus on the movie. Like I'm the kind of person, if I'm watching a show or a movie, no one better be in the background doing the dishes, nothing like that. I don't need any other distractions. I can only focus on that.
I have nothing but distractions while I'm watching stuff.
Yes.
hate subtitles.
If
I
you
hate
knew
them.
how
I
to
hate them. I hate
juggle.
them.
If you knew how to juggle.
But like when I watch TikToks and Instagram, like I don't have the sound on and I just read the subtitles.
I can't stand that. I turn mine off.
So
well, how do you know what's going on then?
I have my sound on.
Oh, I don't like it. And because when you're scrolling, it's just like music and then changes. It's like somebody is a horrible DJ. You know, they just keep switching the music because you're scrolling.
Yeah.
And so it like changes and then you hear talking and then you don't hear talking and it just aggravates me.
Well,
I'm fine with it.
So we homeschool. If you ever meet our kids out in the wild, you'll know right away that we homeschool. They're the ones that are weird. But I found that it was great during those periods when they were learning to read, maybe even still now. I mean, our son's 15. He barely reads. Our daughter, not sure. Still a little suspect because she's only 12. But no, seriously, though, we turn the subtitles on shows. And
That makes
so
sense.
it kind of helps for reading that way. And I think you're right. If it's a British comedy, we don't put on a lot of those. Just trust me.
But
on
as
that.
an adult, I don't need help reading. So for kids, I could see it. That definitely helps with reading. Or like if you're watching a K-drama or something like that, where you're trying to learn another language.
Well, I mean, I don't think the TV is the Rosetta Stone. So, I mean,
Will it translate it into English?
yeah.
I've never tried it.
Me either. I don't watch
We
K-dramas.
we don't watch a lot of French romance movies.
Personally, I don't like it, but I do see your point, Steph, because my husband, well, now his schedule's changing, but he has opposite schedules of me. So he'll turn on his iPad and put in his earbuds, and he'll watch a show with the subtitles on his iPad so that it doesn't bother me. But I cannot stand it personally. I'm not doing it.
I do it for the late night scrolling. I turn on the closed caption for late night
I think
scrolling.
it comes from when I was in high school. My German teacher, the only thing that we ever did was he would put on Harry Potter in German with English subtitles. And that's how we were supposed to learn
so
German.
you get triggered.
Possibly. I also got kicked out of his class, so there might be
Harry.
I don't know. I'm a dink because I see the purpose in it. I'm not a destroy because I feel like if you destroy it, then it's never allowed.
And don't let me catch you.
Right?
You destroyed
You
that.
destroyed it. And
You
you can't
said
do it
destroy.
anymore. So, I mean, I think I'm a dink because I think it serves a purpose. I'm not doing it on every show. And I definitely wouldn't want it like in the movie theaters, but I see a purpose.
How many syllables are in theater?
Theater.
I'm definitely a destroy.
Wasn't that a thing we had somebody else said I was saying theater wrong?
Well,
Where were we when somebody was like, that's not how you say theater?
I don't
Theater.
know. There's so many. Like Wolf. That's one of the ones. that
Was
is
it
just
you?
Probably.
Say it.
Theater.
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 It's like you're emphasizing the A.
Theater. It's a
Theater.
No, it's not theater.
I think we're off on a path.
It's not theater.
Can we come back
Welcome
to
to
Dink or
our
Destroy?
brains.
I'm asking. Is it theater or theater?
Theater.
There's 3 different ways you can say that word.
Theater.
Picture show.
Theater show.
Would you like to go to the picture
Taking
show?
it
You want to go
back.
to the talkies?
The talkies.
And
Theater.
they're not the blue snacks that you eat out of a bag.
Okay,
Talkies.
so not at the theater.
Oh,
I can't say it the way she
excuse.
says it.
Well, I wish I had
can't-
subtitles right about now.
I can't say it the way she says it, but not in the theater.
Theater.
Okay. But definitely at home if you are doing
If you
something
need
else.
it, and you're a destroyer.
No, I'm a destroy. I don't want it anytime
Go
at
out
all.
to the couch, husband.
It's too much stimulation.
David, go out to the couch if
stand
you
it.
get your closed captioning on. I'm a dink. I like it in the moment whenever it's needed. I'm not going to do it all the time. Matter of fact, when my son puts it on, I turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm a dink on that too.
Dink. Theater. Destroy.
News you can use.
Steph, tell me some news I can use.
Well, I mean, it might not be, but I just feel okay. So everybody and their emotional support water bottle is entering into the villain era. Have y'all seen this on TikTok?
No.
So this is where you pretty much just stop saying no to the things you never wanted to do anyway. And like, silencing the group chat, not going to lunch with your friend that you didn't want to go with anyway. Basically just saying no and taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. But they're all calling it the villain era.
Why is it the villain era?
I think because you're being mean on the sake of you, but I don't really think you are. I think you're not the Joker. Like you just stopped answering texts from energy vampires. Like I'm not spending time on you. And maybe I don't notice it because I've always been a villain. And it's like, if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you anyway.
Right.
But it's like this whole movement now called the villain era.
I guess it just depends on how far you take it, because in friendships, in all relationships, there's a give and take, so like you give to your friend, and then when your friend needs something, you give it to them. And then when you need something, your friend gives to you, whether that be the emotional support or if they just need somebody to talk to that day, there's the give and take. But if you're the one always taking, and then you're like, no, I can't be there for you right now because I need my self-care, then yeah, that makes you a villain. That just makes you a bad person.
Right. I agree. I think this is more about just setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're just evolving. You're not evil. You're just evolving and realizing you don't need toxic people in your life. So I don't know why we have to have a era.
Yeah, I don't know why it needs to be a movement.
No, I mean, everything on TikTok has to have a movement and an era. I think because if you look at the movie Maleficent,
I've never seen that.
She's a good person. And then there's circumstances that surround her life that turn her into the witch, right, so to speak. And so, I mean, that could be part of it too. And not to mention, there's one of our sponsors is coming into their villain era soon. We're not going to say who it is, but you all may be able to figure that out. But so I don't know. I mean, is it just because TikTok is TikTok and they need something
and they have to have a hashtag? But I also think don't get me wrong. I am all for this behavior, 100%. I am all for if you don't want to do something, don't freaking do it.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel bad that you don't want to get up on a Saturday morning and go have brunch. Like, if you don't want to, don't do it.
Well, there's got to be pruning in our lives. We know that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, as you evolve, as you grow, your vine, so to speak, is growing. Some of that needs to be pruned back and it doesn't fit you anymore.
Yeah. And I don't think it's Paddle Princess and myself are best friends. Like if she needed me to do something at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, no matter how much I didn't want to do it or I was tired, I would do it for her. But I think we're talking about you feeling the obligation to buy a present for someone, the obligation to go to lunch or to comment back in the group text. And it's like, I want to stay home and take a nap. Like, just do it then and just be like, sorry, I can't. Like, that's okay. I don't think it's a villain. I think it should just be
I agree.
Taking care of myself era, not being around toxic energy vampire era.
Yeah. I mean, why do you have to go to brunch with 10 other girls if it exhausts you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't even know 10 other people.
Tell us what you think at bdepodcast.com or over on the Instas. Paddle Princess, you had something too. Some news I could use, maybe around the water cooler.
So I thought that this was really, really cool. So in Mountain City, Tennessee, they just had their 4th annual Battle of the Ages. So it's the Battle of the Ages pickleball games. So they have Johnson County high school students play against the Johnson County Senior Center.
Oh.
And so they go out and they have a whole tournament with the seniors versus the high school students. And for the 4th year in a row, by 1 point, the seniors won again. So I thought that was really cool.
That is cool. It's kind of like when you used to go to the senior home, like with Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts.
Mm-hmm.
But I love
police.
that.
Well, and they were saying that it's a good way because a lot of the seniors, a lot of the high school students are their grandkids and their great grandkids. So they were saying some took a lot of family frustration out against each other. And then some were able to have like some family bonding time and then get to meet the seniors' friends, and the seniors got to meet all of the high school students' friends while they were all being active and playing pickleball. So I thought that was really fun.
Yeah. And I know like we've been to nursing homes and it's like some of those people never get visited.
Right.
Visited.
Sure. I'll allow it.
Okay. And I think, that's a great way for them to get, some interaction and some time to talk to people and
and to your point, old age and treachery will win just about every time. There's not a lot of fair play with the oldies because, I mean, listen, people who aren't even buying unripened bananas because they don't know if tomorrow's coming, they're going to try to win every single time, right? But I like the community aspect of it, bringing the younger generation, the older generation together. I'm going to look forward to that next year when it happens to me. I'm sure I'm going into a home soon.
I bet you it gives
maybe sooner than later.
The younger generation gives them more respect.
Yes.
Like I know it's always like, oh, boomers and and it's like, but now they got to play with them and they lost to them. So it's like
4 years in a row.
Like, what are you going to say to that?
And you got beat by high schoolers, so you have a little bit of take on that.
I do.
I like to bring that up.
One time.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes because only did one tournament.
I like that. I
like it too.
I like it.
And I was honestly surprised because when I was reading the article, I was like, oh, this is going to turn out where like the high school students always
Jim broke
win.
his hip.
And
Right.
yeah. And somebody got injured, but it was a really happy story to read.
Oh.
And so I just thought it was really cool how, they do bring other things into senior centers, but incorporating pickleball just kind of shows how much pickleball is starting to be incorporated into all of the communities.
I love that.
Yeah, I hope my senior center has pickleball courts because maybe my kids will
I
come
think
visit
Steph's
me.
taking you there tomorrow to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we're gonna go do a walkthrough.
Is that what I saw a tour on our calendar. I didn't know what that was all about.
It's for you.
Oh, goodness.
It's called the Silver Fox.
Oh,
yeah.
there you
Center,
go.
The Silver
know it
Fox
is.
Center.
You know it is.
Oh my gosh.
I got to wear my socks with the grip on the bottom.
Yep. You got to wear grippy socks. Make sure to bring your walker.
That's it for this episode. Unless you've got something to say, think we got it wrong, have a better take, we want to hear it. Find us at bdepodcast.com or at BDE Podcast on the socials. Drop us a message. We might just feature you in the next episode. If you had a good time, well, samesies. If not, maybe try again. We grow on people. So you know the deal. Follow the show, tell a friend, and leave us a review. Or just pretend this never happened. Until next time, keep the dink soft and the energy big.